The battlefield burned under two suns. Alien soldiers stood tall, laughing as human bullets flew past them. "Such weak aim," one shouted. "Are they even trying?" Every shot missed, again and again. High above, inside the human command ship, General Rain watched in silence. He didn't speak, he didn't frown. He just smiled a small, cold smile. The alien commanders celebrated early. But far away, quiet systems began to blink. Machines hummed. Something unseen had started, and that's when the first alien radar station went dark. The humans weren't missing. They were planning something far worse. The aliens kept laughing until the sky began to move. Above the battlefield, hundreds of silent drones rose from behind mountains and buried launch bays. Each drone had locked onto a point marked by a missed human bullet. Commander Felix stared at the screen, eyes wide. What? What are they targeting? The answer came in fire. Dozens of explosions lit the sky. Alien communication towers, shield generators, and fuel tanks vanished in seconds. The shots hadn't missed. They were guides, markers, triggers, and now the sky itself was raining destruction. One miss at a time, the laughing had stopped. Panic filled the alien command center. Officers scrambled through human battle data, desperate for answers. "There's no direct targeting code," one shouted. "Their systems are empty." But a young alien technician paused. Hidden deep inside the code, he found patterns, coordinates, timers, symbols that linked each missed shot to something bigger. "These aren't random bullets," he whispered. "They're part of a map." Suddenly, every so-called miss made sense. The humans weren't shooting to hit. They were painting the battlefield one shot at a time. And now, the code was complete. The fire they mocked was about to spread. Alien Commander Trask stood in front of the Galaxy's cameras, laughing. "Humans can't shoot straight," he mocked. "They'd miss a planet if it stood still." Millions across the stars watched and cheered. The feed was live. But behind him, unnoticed, a human signal blinked once. Twice, then everything went black. The screen cut to static. A second later, flames filled the sky, where Trask's command ship once floated. Back in human command, no one celebrated. General Rains simply turned away and said, "Never interrupt a shot in progress." The Galaxy sat in silence, and no one laughed again. Alien ships drifted helplessly, their coms silent, their engines dead. What they once called missed shots had destroyed everything they needed to fight. Fuel depots gone, radar towers gone, supply lines cut like thread. Captain Felix stood in the dark, staring at the ruins. "We thought they missed us," he whispered. Another officer spoke, voice shaking, but they hit everything else. They hadn't been the target, not at first now. With their systems down and allies scattered, the aliens were finally in range, completely exposed. And for the first time in the war, the humans were ready to aim. Deep beneath the ground, the alien high command gathered in their hidden bunker, reinforced walls, jammed signals. "They'll never find us here," one said with pride. Above them, the surface burned, but down here, they felt safe. Until a single human drone hovered silently above the Earth and dropped a beacon. 10 seconds later, a missile screamed from orbits trayed through rock, steel, and arrogance. The bunker shook. Screams followed. Commander Valari coughed through smoke. "How did they know?" General Rain's voice echoed through a hijacked screen. "You were never safe. We missed the target." "So you'd reveal the real one." They called him the Blind Eagle, the only human pilot who never hit a single enemy ship. Aliens joked about him on every channel. He's Earth's worst shot. But now, their fleet was falling. Captain Felix watched the pattern. Every enemy ship destroyed had flown through one of his missed shots. Not once, not twice, every time. He wasn't aiming to kill, Felix whispered. He was guiding. Each mist had marked a flight path set, traps fed, targeting data to the orbital AI. The Blind Eagle wasn't blind. He was the key. And by the time they saw it, it was too late. In a hidden chamber, the remaining alien leaders gathered, faces pale, voices low. The war had turned into something they didn't understand. General Kor stared at the latest battle map. Every missed human shot had led to a calculated collapse: fuel, food, weapons, command. All gone. "They never aimed at our troops," he said softly. "They aimed at our future." Silence filled the room. Another whispered, "Can we still win?" But no one answered. Deep down, they all knew. The humans never fired wildly. They had planned everything, every bullet, every delay, every trap. The war wasn't over. It was already lost. A news drone hovered near General Rain as he stepped onto the scorched battlefield. Reporters shouted questions, but one voice cut through. "Why didn't you shoot at them directly?" Rain stowed. He turned slowly, eyes calm. Then he said, "They were never the target. Their fear was no one spoke." The words hung in the air like thunder. He didn't brag. He didn't smile. He just walked away, boots crunching ash beneath him. Back in the alien capital, silence spread like wildfire. They finally understood humans didn't aim for victory. They aimed to break something deeper. The war ended without a final battle. No speeches, no last stand. Alien fleets pulled back. Their worlds sealed their skies. No one dared face Earth again. From orbit, the human ships simply turned and left quiet, without celebration. Victory didn't need noise. Commander Valari stared into the stars. "They never wanted to rule," she whispered, "just to be remembered." A final message echoed across every known system. "You laughed at our aim, but we never missed. We were aiming for your pride." And from that day forward, across all corners of the galaxy, no one laughed at humans again.